Hello again, everybody. Marcus here, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Not by Big Thief. Can't say I've heard anything from this band before, so going in totally blind here, not really sure what to expect, but excited nonetheless. I'm always excited to hear new music and things that I haven't experienced before. So this does come as a request. As always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment down below, and we'll be sure to get to it. Alright, this is Big Thief, Not. Here we go.
It's not the energy reeling, nor the lines in your face, nor the clouds on the ceiling, nor the clouds in space. It's not the phone on the table, nor the bed in the earth, nor the bed in the stable, nor your stable words. It's not the formless being, nor the cry in the air, nor the boy I'm seeing with her long black hair. It's not the open weaving, nor the furnace glow, nor the blood of you bleeding as you try to let go. It's not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planning, not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not food, not to eat, not the needle your thigh, nor your spine tattoo, nor your shimmery eye, nor the wet of the dew. It's not the warm illusion, nor the crack in the plate, nor the breath of confusion, nor the starkness of slate. It's not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planning, not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not food, not to eat, not what you really wanted, nor the mess in your purse, nor the bed that is haunted with a blanket of thirst. It's not the hunger revealing, nor the ricochet in the cave, nor the hand that is healing, nor the nameless grave. It's not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planning, not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not
that was pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Wasn't really sure what to think of it at the beginning, and then as the song went on, I was like, okay, I'm digging this a lot. This is really cool. So yeah, a lot of great stuff from this song. I gotta say, from like verse 3 onward, I really like the energy. Really, verse 3 to me signified a shift in the song, because there was that moment there where sort of all the other instruments, well, I say all the other instruments, there's a moment there where the guitar kind of disappeared, and really you just got the bass, the drums, and the singer's vocals, and it just provided a nice like little switch up, a nice little transition there. And then she changes her voice in verse 3, where she has much more of an edge to it from there until the end of the song. I like that a lot, actually. It really was a great way to signify sort of an escalation in the song, if you will. So that was really cool. That was really enjoyable. And then, they bring the guitar back, and once the vocals finish off, they hit you with those guitar solos, or especially there towards the very end, kind of that second guitar solo, if you will. That to me was really cool sounding, and I'm glad that they sort of ended us on this jam session. I almost wish they would have brought the chorus back one more time, because I really liked that chorus a lot, actually, as sort of weird to me as it was. I wish they would have brought it back one more time to finish off the song, but still, I thought it was a fantastic song. So anyway, let's break it down like we always do. Let's start with the lyrics. Lyrics kind of have me scratching my head, because they're saying a lot here. While to me, I feel like as I was listening to the song and trying to think about the lyrics, while still catching all the other instruments and everything, I was like, did I miss something in verse 1? Like, what is the underlying message here? So I'm actually glad. I'm glad that I do it this way, that I have time to, sit and read the lyrics and talk about them. Because, yeah, otherwise I'm not sure if I would know what's going on in the song. So anyway, let's take a look. Just a little bit of information here. It does say on the 13th of August, 2019, Big Thief announced that they would release their second album of the year, Two Hands, as a follow-up to UFOF, which was released in May. Not was immediately released as the lead single. That's cool. Prior to its official release, the track Not had already been performed at a number of Big Thief shows and had grown out to become a live favorite. I can see why. It's a pretty solid song. Adrienne has also included this song in her solo sets. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, so let's read the lyrics. It's not the energy reeling, nor the lines in your face, nor the clouds on the ceiling, nor the clouds in space. It's not the phone on the table, nor the bed in the earth, nor the bed in the stable, nor your stable words. I like that play on words there. It's not the formless being, nor the cry in the air, nor the boy I'm seeing with her long black hair. It's not the open weaving, nor the furnace glow, nor the blood of you bleeding as you try to let go. Throughout the song, I kind of had the feeling that it was maybe sort of a breakup song, or at the very least, losing a loved one. What it says here is Adrienne Lenker has written numerous songs about male and female love interests, most notably with the songs Paul and Mary. I wonder if she wrote a song called Peter as well. In addition, she has explored the duality and further complications of gender and sexuality in Form and Black Diamonds. Here, Lenker explores this duality in a couplet that deliberately obscures the gender of the discussed love interest. Okay, both vague and specific at the same time. A boy with her long black hair. There are several live performances where she sings "Nor the girl I'm seeing with her long black hair." Okay, interesting. Doesn't really tell me much about the song, but good to know. Yeah, again, for me, I feel like maybe it's a breakup song, and in the aftermath of it, you're thinking about all these things about the person. Maybe you're trying to figure out what made them special, and I think here she's like crossing off things like, this wasn't the part that was special, or this wasn't the part that was important, right? That's not the phone on the table, it's not the bed on the earth, it's not the bed in the stable, nor your stable words. It's not the formless being, nor the cry in the air, nor the boy I'm seeing with her long black hair. It's not the open weaving, nor the furnace glow, nor the blood of you bleeding as you try to let go. And so that's what makes me think, okay, either a breakup song, because, the whole letting go thing, or, the loss of a loved one. I don't think she's being literal here when she says, nor the blood that you are bleeding as you try to let go. But, it could be. And she's speaking of sort of this loss of a loved one. Again, I doubt it, but, leaving it open for now. It's not the room not beginning, not the crowd not winning, not the planet not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not food not to eat. Yeah, and so like one thing I guess that I was looking for in the song was, she says it's not this, it's not that. I was kind of looking for a moment in the song where she says, but it is this. And I feel like we never got that. So it almost feels like this sort of rewarding payoff is withheld, which I think is an interesting way to approach the song. But, like I said, it makes it a little bit harder to sort of understand the lyrics and what's going on. Because I feel like if she would have said, it's not this, it's not that, but it is this, that would be like, okay, clearly I have a meaning I can follow now. But without giving me that payoff, it's still a little bit ambiguous. So anyway, verse 2. Not the meat of your thigh, nor your spine tattoo, nor your shimmery eye. Not the wet of the dew, it's not the warm illusion, nor the crack up in the plate, nor the breath of confusion, nor the starkness of slate. Again, still, no idea what's going on. Apparently, this commenter says the paradox of this song is the paradox of negation itself. To negate a thing is also to posit that very thing, making vivid, alluring, even present the elements or events that are to be canceled or set aside. This person has a much better way with words than I do. When we hear not the meat on your thigh, not your spine tattooed, nor your shimmery eye, we rightly imagine the palpable, visible body of the narrator's beloved addressed in the second person, but we're also asked to abandon the image as somehow inadequate, as explaining nothing, whether of love or grief or anger at the moment recalled here. Okay, so, I think from what I'm getting from this particular commenter, I think the meaning is pretty ambiguous to them as well. So the song gives off this feeling of, again, like a breakup song or loss of a loved one, but it's never really said for sure. It's left pretty ambiguous. So it's not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planet, not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not food, not to eat. Not what you really wanted, nor the mess in your purse, nor the bed that is haunted with the blanket of thirst. It's not the hunger revealing, nor the ricochet in the cave, nor the hand that is healing, nor the nameless grave. So, wow, that last part, actually, the nameless grave, does make me think, okay, maybe it is loss of a loved one, And again, sort of thinking like, what was it that made this person special or stand out to me? It wasn't this, it wasn't that. It wasn't these particular memories. And kind of as the commenter said above, by saying it's not this, it does sort of make you think about that particular thing, regardless of saying it's not this. And so to me, this reads as a song of someone kind of going through their memories of this person and thinking about what was it that was special, or what was it that was important at the end of all of it. It's not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planet, not spinning, not a ruse, not heat, not the fire lapping up the creek, not food, not to eat, not to die, not dying, not to laugh, not lying, not the vacant wilderness vying, not the room, not beginning, not the crowd, not winning, not the planet, not spinning. I wonder if part of the way they wrote this was simply to make something, to produce something that would kind of flow off the tongue very comfortably. Because I'm honestly reading that just now was very almost enjoyable. Like it had a nice, really flow to it. So I wonder if part of the writing aspect there was just, let's write something that sort of sticks with you, is sort of easy to repeat. So I'm not really sure, but lyrically it's very interesting. It's definitely a head scratcher. With the tone of the song as well. I do feel, again, very strongly, perhaps again, loss of a loved one or a breakup. Definitely something a little bit darker. And not every dark sounding song has a dark meaning, and just like every pop sounding song doesn't have a bright, colorful meaning. It's just this is really what I get from this particular song. So lyrically I thought it was interesting, regardless of whatever the meaning is, or if I'm totally off. I just thought it was a very interesting song from a lyrical standpoint, so I give it 2 thumbs up. As far as the instrumentation goes, the drums were really nice throughout, kept a nice rhythm. The bass actually came to the forefront a lot during the song, and I really liked that. Especially there in verse 3, like I said, where you really had this little moment where it was just drums and bass, and you could really feel out the groove there. That was really, really enjoyable. For much of the song, the guitar was kind of, to me, like a little bit in the background, where it was like I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but I think that worked. It gave me more time to sort of think on the lyrics, the singing, the bass, and the drums. But when the guitar needed to come in with those solos there at the end, I think they did a fantastic job. So the guitar sounded great. The singer's voice was great. At first, it sort of reminded me of this sort of grunge feeling. I liked it a lot. But very clean and smooth again until verse 3, where she really changed it up, and you hear a much sharper edge to her voice. But I like that. It sort of marked for me a change in the song, where it was like, at first I'm lamenting and now I'm angry, because that edge really did give it this sort of angry sound to it. So that's also something to think about, especially with the lyrical content. How does that play together? So that was really cool. And then, like I said, really liked how they finished off the song with the guitar solo. So this to me was a very enjoyable song. I had a great time listening to it, and that's definitely a plus. So 2 big thumbs up there, instrumentally, vocally. It's a great song. As far as replay value goes, I'm putting this one on the playlist for sure. I had a great time listening to it. A lot of good energy, especially from those guitar solos there at the end. A lot of great instrumentation. Really a lot to just enjoy from this song. Again, the singer sounded great. The lyrics were interesting, if not a little puzzling, But regardless, I like the song a whole lot. I definitely want to hear it again. I definitely want it on my playlist. 2 thumbs up there as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this one, so thank you for whoever requested this one. This was a good one. And I'd be happy to hear more from Big Thief. Again, this is really my first encounter with this band, so I'd like to see what else they can do. But that's it for me. If you'd like to make a request, leave it in the comments below. I'll be sure to get to it. If you enjoyed the music as much as I did, definitely go support the artist. Go listen to the music wherever you can. One place you can definitely find some Big Thief. I say definitely, I haven't checked yet. If they're on Spotify, you can definitely find them in my Spotify playlist. Has every single song I've heard so far on my channel. And, it's got a lot of music on it. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment. So, thank you again. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.